Gas, gas, gas.
To get themselves another win in pre-season, we shall soon find out. It is Manchester United that get us underway with Brian and
Babak pertama sudah mulai, teman-teman.
Game has started. Long ball downfield flicked on by Cunha.
Yang pertama sudah main ya.
Pressure on the ball is good. Manchester United fighting for it. Eventually a hurried clearance from Fiorentina.
Yeah, that's what we've been seeing, haven't we? Manchester United.
Bentar, ini gua ini dulu. Setting apanya?
Giving the opposition no time to think and forcing them to either go into touch or give the ball away.
Bentar ya.
Cunha pulled to the ground by Camuzzo.
Gua ini dulu ya.
Harry Maguire has been put in a bit of a sticky spot, but he recovers quickly enough. It's an early sprint that he didn't want to have to make. Harry Maguire.
Potong dulu, guys.
Finds Casemiro lifted forward to Mason Mount. There is a nudge in the back there. The referee
does
spot
pas.
that there's not enough of a shove in the back, and then penalises Ahmad for the tackle.
Well, I thought it was a shove.
Mana ininya ya?
Mason Mount it wasn't much of one, but it was enough.
Gua pedain dulu nih.
To put him off.
Tengah. Nice. Mantap ya. Oh, teman-teman. Yang udah mau join ya.
Offside and the flag goes up.
First one of the season, Liam.
Peru.
Me?
We got about 34 while we were in America. You can't claim that as the first one of the season. We're still in pre-season for a start.
Well, I got it right at least.
Wait, bro.
Makes a change.
Interesting to see that it's Mason Mount that's playing as the point, the number 9, if you like, from the start here. Not Cunha as we predicted.
I wonder whether that might rotate as we go through the game. Mason Mount starts the press, or whether it is because of, I mean, we've called him this a lot, haven't we? Mason Mount is a pressing monster. He will just run and run and run. And I wonder whether having him as the number 9 is the trigger.
De Gea, dia mulai De Gea nih ya.
He won't want his balls like that up to him because Pogresic will just eat them up all day. He just wants them dropped in.
Nggak kurang gede ya? Suara.
Wild applause for David De Gea as he gets his first touch of the afternoon.
Aduh, Maguire. Harry Maguire.
Heaven goes back to Altay by India.
Ya main-main Maguire ini. Aduh, buat malu mulu Maguire ya.
Through midfield to Brian and Burmo, takes a positive touch and manages to turn. Ahmad.
Guys, yang mau ke YouTube silakan ke YouTube ya.
Lovely touch, wasn't it?
Yang mau YouTube silakan. Maguire jangan main-main Maguire. De Gea minum kopi kayaknya nih De Gea ya. Guys, bentar guys.
Ranieri, who is usually the captain for Fiorentina, he is the club captain. That armband has been given to David De Gea for the
nomor 7 siapa ya? Lupa gue di MU siapa lagi nomor 7?
Which is quite nice, really.
He didn't do much there, Mason Mount, but it was the closing down that hurried the pass that they didn't want.
Siapa lagi nomor 7 guys?
They give the ball back to Manchester and we've done the same.
Ranieri pickpockets Mbeumo.
Awas.
Keane out to the right hand side. Edin Dzeko, formerly of Manchester City,
loh,
gets the cross.
ada Edin Dzeko ya?
He's over the bar.
MU.
And that highlights the issues that when you give
baru tahu gue ada Edin Dzeko
against good teams in Europe, they will punish you very, very quickly.
Ayo ke YouTube teman-teman yang mau ya. Bisa.
Moise Keane.
Nobody picks up the run into the penalty area.
He just got the jump on Lenny Yoro, but couldn't direct it down.
Aiden Heaven gets something on the cross as well from Edin Dzeko, and it's that loops it up in the air.
Masih main belakang ya Fiorentina ya.
Back to David De Gea. The applause begins.
Main belakang terus. De Gea lu harus tidak kebobolan ya De Gea ya. De Gea wajib nggak kebobolan ini. Ini siapa kiper MU ya? Gue nggak lihat tadi gue.
No, but far be it from me to want to praise anybody who's played for anybody across the city.
Gue lupa tadi siapa kok. Ini selain MU TV di mana bang mau nontonnya? Di MU TV doang. Ini gue di MU TV nih. Sama di ini video.com kalau nggak salah ya.
I'll give you the stats in a minute because they're even more impressive than that. 837 career appearances, 369 goals.
Hey.
At Roma,
Main dorong. Buset, namanya Heaven. Baru tau gue. Asli, kenapa bro?
2 seasons at Fenerbahce.
Apa coy?
He was scoring 1 in 2. Was it 35 in 71 appearances? Bearing in mind, he would have been what? 36, 37, 38.
Selamat datang kembali ya buat DG ya. Welcome back bro. Welcome back DG ya. Nonton di mana bang? Aku nonton di MU TV. Nonton di MU TV guys. Teman-teman yang mau ke YouTube silakan ya boleh. Bentar kita ke aduh main Mount ya, Mason Mount main ya. Boleh. Guys bantu like teman-teman yang di YouTube. Gimana caranya? Berbayar nggak bang? Nggak bayar MU TV. Buka aja MU TV di ini website MU. Wait, kasar banget John Ha kasar banget.
You could see the pressure coming, Ben.
Yeah.
Patrick Dorgu chasing.
YouTube gua aja guys, YouTube gua guys, gua kasih ininya. Gua kasih linknya.
He's one of the people that we haven't really spoken about, and we were really impressed with him, weren't we, on the tour?
Every game he's played.
YouTube gua boleh guys.
He really was.
Even in Stockholm against Leeds, I thought Patrick Dorgu.
Yang mau linknya, chat di YouTube gua.
Bruno Fernandes was given player of the tour really, but I mean Patrick Dorgu can feel justified in his claim for that. I agree. Maybe we're seeing
apa sih ini? Apa TikTok nggak jelas?
For a player. Oh, this is going to be knocked in. It's come all the way through, and it's smashed home. And it's the new signing, Simon Soam, that's managed to get on the end of it, bypassed everybody, tucked into the bottom right-hand corner. Manchester United trail Fiorentina by a goal to nil.
Well, I think it was, Ruben Amorim said in America that there were a couple of things that he was going to be desperately unhappy with. And look at that. I mean, take nothing away from the finish. It was a beautifully controlled finish into the bottom corner. But there were 2 players at the back post that were completely unmarked, and when you've got all 10 outfield players back to defend a corner,
nggak jelas nih TikTok nih terus. Ya mau linknya di ini aja. Chat. Udah gol kan? Nggak lihat gua. Udah gol aja ke 1-0 aja anjing.
Everybody goes near post. They all get dragged near post.
Udah 1-0.
Dropped over the top of everybody, and Simon Soam has got the
1-0 teman-teman diketawain DG ya ini.
From a corner inside the penalty box, and you have somebody in that much space.
Edge of the penalty area for Ahmad's going to bring this down. Tucks it in field to Cunha. Gives it back to Ahmad's right-footed effort. Is wide.
Ahmad.
Better coming the other way from Manchester United though.
It's a response. I actually think he meant to drive that across goal. I just think that he caught it wrongly off the outside of his foot. You see him have a look there. I don't think he meant to shoot. It was a very, very tight angle.
Nyaris.
Mason Mount hurries up David De Gea. Headed down from Patrick Dorgu, finds Dodo. 1-2 down the outside. Patrick Dorgu tracking his man well. Ball comes infield. Casemiro reads that. Bruno Fernandes first time to Brian. Needs an outlet, finds it in Ahmad. Ahmad with a bit of space. Manchester United moving forward, and Burma goes down the right-hand side. Ahmad looking. And Burma.
Buemo.
Casemiro. Across to Aiden Heaven. And now Dorgu.
Udah 1-0 aja, ampun.
Manchester United just knocking that ball around. Dorgu has gone and then judged to have pushed Dodo to the ground. Ben Thornley had his imaginary offside flag.
1-0 aja, bro.
Gary Bezic didn't see that, but he just half a yard. It's irrelevant anyway because there was a slight push, not much of one, but
Diketawain De Gea nggak sih ini?
they're very disciplined, Fiorentina. As soon as the ball comes into their half, they're into a back five straight away. The two wing backs took right back in.
Ketawain De Gea nggak sih ini kayak gini?
Slide challenge is a successful one from Gozens.
Ketawain De Gea sih fix. Ya ampun, lolos. Offside.
Right decision.
Sans.
Manchester
Offside.
United being tested, as we suggested might be the case, by a defensively sound Fiorentina side.
Yeah.
Yoro.
Fernandez. Down the line to Ahmad.
Oke, Ahmad.
Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Threads that through to Cunha. Lovely run in from
Kencang
Matheus
banget,
Cunha.
Cuna.
Stabs it into the path of Patrick Dorgu. Back to Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes thought about returning that to Matheus Cunha with a ball over the top, decided against it, delivers that down the side to Patrick Dorgu. Brilliant ball into the box. Mason Mount gets there, but can't bring it under control. The clearance is skewed away, only as far as Patrick Dorgu. Back it comes to Fernandes. This is where Manchester United were brilliant all the way through the tour, in these areas, causing problems. Turning the ball over high up the field, Ben, seems to be Manchester United's A game.
Yeah, it's really good from Mason Mount again. The way that he closes players down and forces them into mistakes. And that one, he got something on and fell beautifully for...
Casemiro.
Oh, that's up beautifully. It fell kindly for Patrick Dorgu to rebuild the attack.
Bruno. Yoro.
But as predicted, this is a good test.
It's what Ruben Amorim will have wanted.
Yeah, really
Bantu
good
tap-tap, teman-teman.
Doesn't want these pre-season games to be
Welcome.
easy. Want them to be 4-0 wins where you've cruised to a victory. That's good football from Brian and Burmo. Casemiro.
Whoop.
Mason Mount is fouled. Cunha's going to
Kasar banget.
continue. Referee allow plays to continue. Cunha gets it down the left-hand side and gets it back from Dorgu. Returns the favour. Dorgu, Casemiro to Cunha. Cunha into the penalty area, finds Dorgu. Dorgu tries to get his feet sorted out. Little back heel for Bruno Fernandes. Sliding tackle comes in.
Apa itu?
Knocks the ball away. Lenny Yoro impedes Moise Keane. And down he
Gila,
goes.
nggak
There were
jelas.
a couple of players on the edge of the box that if Patrick Dorgu would have just rolled it back first time.
Bekil apa
Mason
itu,
Mount
Yoro?
definitely one. I don't know if Casemiro was the other. But that's better. Really
Yoro
good
nggak
the way that
jelas.
he moved the ball. Brian Burmo's touching. He was caught, Mason Mount, no question. But then, when the ball comes to Dorgu on that far side,
Yoro,
I
bangke.
don't think Cunha needs to make that run. It kills his space. It'd be much better off making a dart for the
Yoro,
middle
gaji,
and
Yoro.
allowing Dorgu to just whip that ball in first time.
Guys, bantu tap-tap, teman-teman.
David De Gea comes out to Soam. Strong
Baru
challenge
main
from
udah 1-0 aja.
Manchester United. Another strong challenge from the Reds, but nothing wrong with that.
Baru
According
main
to
loh ini.
referee Sam Barrett, heading Dzeko down and stays down. Bruno Fernandes allows the referee to blow the whistle. Edin Dzeko is being treated like the pantomime villain,
Kekalahan
former Manchester City man.
sudah di depan mata.
He gets roundly booed whilst he's sat on the floor.
Mana nih, Bang?
Take another little look at what's gone on here.
He stood on his foot.
It's not intentional.
No.
Oh, ada Zeko ya di Fiorentina ya?
Bosnia and Herzegovina
Baru
international.
sadar gua.
Complaining to the referee. As we've spoken about already, an incredible career. Harry Maguire walks away from the situation. Manchester United restart.
Harry Maguire.
Maguire.
Press comes from
Setiap ada Harry Maguire pegang bola, gue kasih lagu ini ya. Oh my god, hampir aja.
In trouble, manages to recover. He will not be all that thankful for that ball back to him, Ben.
No, it wasn't a good ball at all from Patrick Dorgu. And okay, you can
MU-nya
argue
kayak gini sekarang.
Casemiro should have realised that he was being closed down, but it wasn't the best of passes.
Well, one back by United.
Casemiro.
Coming forward.
Yeah.
Cunha was in space. Casemiro trying to find him, just couldn't lift it over the man.
Nggak jelas MU nih, nggak jelas sumpah.
Ahmad.
The appreciation was there though, wasn't it, from Matheus Cunha?
Tunggu, siapa yang tahu Mbeumo ini dari mana? Kasih tau gue dulu coba. Mbeumo ini dari mana sih? Ininya asalnya. Kok gue baru denger Mbeumo ini. Badannya gede banget lagi badannya ya. Bukan kayak atlet badannya, lihat.
Got the Italian hand out. Did you see that? Think you're wrong.
Guys, bantu ini guys, bantu like teman-teman.
Are they the only nation that do that to express
MU ngaco.
Everything that they say.
Everything that they say. Yeah.
Happiness, joy, anger.
Yeah.
MU kalah lagi ya.
Maybe.
Apa yang terjadi dengan MU nih?
It is a wonderfully expressive language.
Nggak ngerti gua juga.
And a wonderfully expressive people.
Pop.
Dodo.
Siapa itu? Dodo.
Dzeko.
Deko.
Down the right, lifted into the middle where it's picked up by Goodmanson. Keane turns on the edge of the penalty area, knocks it through.
Sos.
Another chance here, potentially cross comes all the way through the box where Gersons is shot.
Oh, Zeko.
Ahmad goes to ground. Free kick.
Bahaya Zeko.
We've sort of said how difficult they are.
Kipernya MU siapa sih? Gue tadi nggak memperhatiin.
But I don't think we can take away that
United lawan Fiorentina. Kiper MU. Siapa Bayindir?
The Casemiro.
Bayindir loh.
And then that one.
Apa itu Bayindir, guys?
I said a different day. I didn't say today. I said a different day.
Different universe maybe.
Nah, DG ini tuh. Wait, melakukan kesalahan. Melakukan kesalahan ininya, DG.
Matheus Cunha.
Bahaya.
To the right-hand side, Aiden Heaven looks to get on the end of it. It scampers out of play and will be a Fiorentina throw on that far side. Well, David De Gea will be thankful that that did not fall to the feet of Mason Mount.
Ayo guys, bantu tap-tap teman-teman. Kacau nih MU nih. Gak jelas.
Not yet.
Gak jelas MU.
Eventually the ball is back in play and straight.
Wasn't really worth waiting for, was it?
And it's Patrick Dorgu's turn now.
Ketawain aja lah.
Ball is back in play a little quicker from the Dane.
Bentar ya.
Maguire.
Gue lupa buka ini.
To Yoro. To Burma. It's a good touch
lupa
again.
Buka Techfinity. Sorry.
Looks to get one over the top, looking for Mason Mount. A little bit of confusion between Ahmad and Casemiro there.
Udah ada.
It's another brilliant touch from Brian Burma under that much pressure as well.
Yuk.
The way he controls it into the path.
I thought the press was coming from United there, but actually Casemiro just backs off. Creates the space, it opens up and Fiorentina are out.
Want to be careful with the
Yang lagi menguasai pertandingan Fiorentina loh.
Pongracic.
Ampun dah gua.
To De Gea.
Ampun.
Casemiro has stepped up here to try and add an extra body to the press. Goes out far right.
Bahaya sekali.
Camuzzo. Goodmanson sends it back to Camuzzo.
Lihat nih gaya nih. Ini baru namanya kiper nih. Tadi kok gue nggak lihat MU kasih penghormatan ya ke Liga ya? Apa gue kelewatan ya?
On this occasion it doesn't, and now they might be under a little bit of pressure. They've recovered really well.
Well, Luca Ranieri had come right wide, and Goossens had gone infield.
Casemiro yang bener dong.
Bruno Fernandes, that's a lovely pass to Mason Mount, and he's found
Chunha.
brilliant work from Manchester.
Bukan Chunha, sorry, Ahmad.
And Burmo makes the run. Ahmad goes down the right-hand side. Eventually, Brian and Burmo running into a bit of a blind alley, and is bundled to the ground by Pongracic.
Buset, Manchester City join.
The scenario what I mentioned with Dogu and Cunha over the far side, I'm not really sure that Brian and Burmo needs to make that run, leave the space for Ahmad to go and attack one-on-one. I mean, he got a free kick out of it. It's a clumsy challenge, but
Dunha siapa sih?
If Brian and Burmo comes outside like that,
jangan kemana-mana.
is it not more of an invitation for Ahmad to go inside?
Yes, but I think he's gone with the express purpose of receiving the pass, not to be a decoy run for Ahmad to go. But Ahmad then has to make that decision himself.
Gede banget badannya ini ya.
I think some of the things that we saw
Depan
in
Bueno
the
ya.
United States would suggest that
Badannya
if
gede
Burmo
banget.
comes out, it's because Ahmad's supposed to come in. Maybe I've misconstrued that. And Burmo with the delivery from the right wing. Left-footed in swinger. It's not a bad ball at all. Header comes in for Harry Maguire.
Maguire.
It just wide.
Yeah. Nice ball in. A little bit of swing on it. Harry Maguire just stretching just a little bit behind him when he got his head on it. It was really
Maguire.
Yeah, he's retreating, Harry Maguire, to get onto the end of it rather than being able to attack it.
Udah.
Good delivery
Cukup.
from Brian and Burmo. Manchester United's new signings showing.
Ayo teman-teman yang mau subscribe di YouTube boleh ya. 7 sekarang siapa sih? Mount ya? Oh, gue lupa ya.
Aiden Heaven. Powerful run from him.
Buset. Didorong gitu.
Prevent that run from continuing. Aiden Heaven goes down. Ball's knocked out of play.
Zeko udah tua, Zeko.
Aiden Heaven convinced that he was fouled over on the far side. Referee convinced otherwise.
I think I was as well, to be
Ini
honest.
siapa lagi nih?
Having said that, difficult for us to
Nomor
see.
16, Heaven namanya.
I think
Buset.
that's not a shoulder charge, is it? That is a push in the back.
Namanya Heaven, coy.
Back it comes to Bayendir. And now Lenny Yoro.
Lenny Yorox.
Burmo.
Mbuemo.
Ball forward to Mason Mount is well defended by Pongracic. Burmo brings it down well. Ahmad can't keep it under control, and it can be soaked up by Pietro Camuzzo.
Sesko nggak main ya? Belum main ya Sesko ya?
Back to De Gea. Mason Mount lurking.
Sesko belum main, Bang.
Casemiro has the entire centre circle to work in. Comes out.
Guys, bantu like teman-teman streamingnya.
Ahmad calling Brian and Burmo out wide. Burmo comes in to Mason Mount.
Oops.
Mason Mount's going to switch it all the way to the left-hand side. That was the pass that Ben Thornley had spotted as well. Dorgu into the penalty area, back heel to Cunha. Lovely threaded pass through to Mason Mount. Again, the crossing goes behind corner.
Nice.
Really was. The glance over his shoulder. If he were to receive that ball, he knew exactly.
Wait, thank you Juan Ari. Udah follow.
Dodo tucked in on Matis Cunha.
Thank you.
Space for Dorgu. Doesn't stop running Mason Mount. He's had a tough first half up against Pongracic.
Mason Mount ya.
We've both said it. Incredible footballer, pressing machine. Fitness is
Bruno,
unbelievable. Here's
corner.
The corner, swung in. Challenge.
Yes.
Goal. Referee, I think he's going to stand. All sorts going on inside the penalty area. And eventually it's lasered into
Thank you Irfan Liji. Sudah follow. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Kita narik dulu. Atau sama, bro. Santuy. Let's go.
It's one of those two.
Maybe there probably was a little bit of leaning there by Casemiro.
Mantul.
Listen,
Pertama, bro.
we'll take it anyway. Take nothing away from the ball.
Ada, stop.
It's a great ball.
Atau sama ya?
Given the goal to Pen, you get to pick.
Atau sama ya?
I think it was Lenny Yoro, was it not?
Oh, on goal. On goal Robin Gosens.
With quite a bit of help from
Bobolan kali ini, Bung. DG ya, Bung.
Cunha looks to bring this down.
Ambil.
A bit of a fall, a trip.
Aduh, udah 3 orang, coy.
Does very well in the end to bring the ball away.
Gak jelas sih.
Fairly extreme pressure
Yang
from
jelas
two of
MU.
Manchester United's new signings.
Jangan gitu dong.
Keane is fouled.
Aduh, Harry Maguire.
I tell you what, that is everything you could want from a centre back. Unbelievable. Solid defending on the edge of the box. And
Harry
he carries the
Maguire.
ball, what, 60, 70 yards?
Guys, habis ini kita live e-football ya. Habis match ini ya. E-football ya kita ya. Suara ini aman ya.
Yeah.
Robin Gosens has been given the goal. So Lenny Yoro has one chalked off.
Okay.
1-1.
What a shame. Mind you, there wasn't much that
Oke, berisik banget ya.
No. I mean, he was
Kok
getting
berisik banget, guys?
manhandled by a couple. Well played. Manchester United aware that there is no VAR in operation today.
No.
Ya berisik ya di ini. Siaran mana di ini?
You might have done.
That's brilliant from
MU
Mason
TV.
Mount. Absolutely brilliant.
Let's go.
Patrick Dorgu looking for a ball into the penalty area. He's looking for Brian Mbeumo, who's just holding his run. Realizes he can't get it through. Now it comes out to
MU TV, lebih kece.
Ahmad into the penalty area.
Woi,
It's a little
Ahmad
nudge.
lari-lari mulu nggak? Astaga, Ahmad.
He doesn't manage to keep it in.
Now on that occasion he made the decision to go
Ahmad.
himself. And there's nothing
Kalau mau
absolutely
tahu siaran
nothing wrong
mana,
with that. I
ke
just
YouTube
don't
gue,
think
guys.
that
YouTube gue.
Brian Mbeumo
Ntar gue
wants
kasih
to
tahu
have the
di
ball
YouTube.
there when he's so
Gue
tightly
ketik.
marked. I thought he did get a bit of a nudge,
Kok
but
kayak
it's enough
berisik
of a
ya
nudge
suaranya?
not to be a penalty.
Oh,
And to put him off his stride.
Yeah, just enough defensively.
yang golin MU siapa, Bang? On goal, bunuh diri.
On the press again.
Dihitung gol bunuh
Does
diri.
not give up, and he causes another error, which is collected by the scorer of the own goal, Robin Gosens. That's a lovely tackle, and now Brian Mbeumo driving towards the penalty area. Got Ahmad 2 into the box. Ahmad gets the cross in. Sliding challenge is not behind.
I love
Ahmad.
that from Casemiro. And it's the first time we've seen it in this half, but when he manages to
Buemo.
reach round and dispossess like that and
Ahmad nih
pull
ganti
straight
aja lah,
on the
Ahmad,
attack,
cah.
he'll probably be
jelas,
disappointed
Ahmad.
there, Ahmad, that he's not really had that much time and space, and he did there to be able to pick somebody out.
Ntar guys, ini kayaknya kegedean ya ini gue ya.
Starting to see what this Manchester United side
Mikrofon.
are about. What we saw when we were over on the pre-season tour, just
Aduh.
starting to come to life. In the 89th minute of the game.
Guys, bantu like teman-teman yang di YouTube.
Striding through the 18-yard box.
Terus ini live e-football ya.
He's going to come over and tell Aiden Heaven to stop wrestling with whoever's within 6 feet of him.
Rest assured, if the same thing happens again, he will blow for the defensive team.
Kok Buemo badannya gede banget ya? Dia atlet bukan sih?
On delivery duties for Manchester United.
Ah, memang badannya kayak gitu.
Two players on the edge of the penalty area. Thinks about the short one to Ahmad.
Yeah.
Still on
Okay.
if he wants it, Brian Mbeumo.
Pakai Lukaku gitu badannya ya.
Diving header coming in from Casemiro. He's going to go
Bruno,
out for
nice.
the corner. Commitment from the Brazilian.
Yeah.
Bang, share match-nya lah.
I'm just
Ke
thinking
YouTube
that
gua,
if
ke
Ahmad
YouTube
goes
gua.
quickly towards
Gua kasih
him,
ininya ntar,
sort
gua
of
kasih
brings
linknya
him
deh.
in, what,
Kalau gua
5 or
siarin,
6
kena
yards,
gua,
and
bro.
the angle
Buset.
is better. 5 or 6 yards away from
Ke YouTube
the
gua ya,
touchline as
YouTube
well.
gua ya.
Have got
Nih gua
the man on Ahmad
gua kasih.
on the edge of the penalty area. That might be why he chose not
Gua
to
kasih
do
YouTube
so.
gua dulu ya.
You'd still fancy him, wouldn't you? There you
Anjay
go.
minta donasi.
Does exactly
There you
that.
go.
Lah,
Puts it back to Mbeumo.
masa
Puts it in.
ini sih?
Great angle header.
Apa tuh?
Brilliant save, David De Gea. Rolling back the years at Old Trafford. Lenny Yoro, point blank range. De Gea somehow keeps it out.
Yeah.
Gua kasih YouTube gua dulu ya, bentar ya.
And it's a brilliant save from David De Gea. Great header from Lenny Yoro.
Tunggu.
Ball in again from Brian and Burmo. That's what I'm talking about.
Yuk, sini
Changing
aja
the
ya.
angle. That's a really good save. Again, he'll probably be
Ya.
disappointed. Lenny Yoro.
Itu ada di ini yang gua taruh tuh. Halo Bang Asep, halo Asep.
Unfortunately for him, there was somebody there to clear.
I think everybody inside Old Trafford sort of appreciates
Mbuemo.
and will be quite glad that he's got one.
Gue udah cari tapi nggak live. Ada bro.
But that's it now, David. You don't get any more.
Buka dulu ininya profilnya bro.
If you could please park your heroics, that would be marvelous.
It really was a good save though. Because with the pace on the ball and the fact that he was just about on the 6-yard box, Lenny.
Mana link? Ini, gue sebutin ya. Kalau gue tulis ini soalnya nggak boleh juga kalau gue tulis. Starball tulis Starball TV.
And he got the look he deserved for the save.
Ada nggak?
Heaven.
Nih.
Back out to Bruno Fernandes.
Gue nggak boleh share bro. Kalau gue share kelar gue di sini.
Cunha slides this through to Mason Mount. Mount
Masih mendukung MU jadi setia banget. Ya iyalah.
to open up, that opportunity never came, so recycles possession. Burmo looking for Cunha, very nearly took it with him, and then Ahmad just a little clumsy in the challenge.
Yeah. I think Patrick Dorgu was just behind him, wasn't he? I don't know whether he gave him a shout.
Ntar ya, nih gue udah tulis nih.
Dodo does well. Dorgu forces him infield. Goodmanson. First attacking foray we've seen from Fiorentina in the last 15 minutes or so.
Keluar nggak? Ada nggak? Ketemu nggak?
Turned away.
Udah nyari tapi kok nggak ada bro. Ini aja pada datang nih di YouTube. Klik dulu ininya, klik dulu profil gua. Aduh. Hampir aja cok.
Ahmad and Lenny Yoro. Too much on the pass.
Klik dulu profil gua, terus ke bagian live, ke tab live.
Keane against Ahmad. Who's on the
Wait.
outside? Ahmad commits, chops back, gets the cross in.
Wanji. Hampir aja.
Cheers around Old Trafford.
Ada nggak Al? Ini ada kok gua. Ada bro. Tuh. Muncul bro.
Especially when it's with your weaker foot.
I think Pietro Camuzzo has got a bit of a problem here. He was down inside the penalty area after the David De Gea
udah ini lagi dia.
He's down again now on the edge of the center circle.
Mamikos. Namanya Mamikos.
I think he needs to come off. It's not what you need in a pre-season friendly. Losing a centre-back who's actually played pretty well for half an hour, Ben.
Yeah, he has. I think they've defended extremely well as a team,
Ketemu nggak Al?
They've made it extremely difficult for Manchester United to replicate.
Buset, ada yang mirip Sandy Walsh masa?
Stuff that we saw from the previous 3 games in America.
Ada yang mirip Sandy Walsh
We've
tadi.
seen glimpses of it, but they've made it very, very hard. Well disciplined, well organised, as Italian teams tend to be.
Ada yang mirip Sandy Walsh. Mirip banget Sandy Walsh asli. Ini apa karyawannya Fiorentina.
Coadio looks like he will be the replacement. He's certainly off the bench, stripped and ready, and that's a shame for Pietro Camuzzo.
Yuso.
A first half
Live
substitution.
di YouTube kok nggak main live-nya sih? Maksudnya?
Camuzzo making way and Coadio onto the field.
Maksudnya gimana tuh? Live di YouTube kok nggak main live-nya sih?
Obviously, you'd imagine that Camuzzo would be one of Pioli's first
Gimana, bro?
centre backs. And it's a shame with their season starting. I don't know if it's
Oke guys, bantu like teman-teman. Yang di YouTube bantu like dong. Gak live mainnya. Jangan dong. Ntar di-hack dong. Di-hack lagi. Di-ban nanti, bro. Gue kasih tahu linknya aja. Starball TV. Oh, sepi bang. Rame nih bro, 15. Tadi sempat 40 berapa gitu. Di TikTok lagi lumayan ramai nih. Kejar Mon, kejar, ampun. Mon. Guys, abis ini kita main eFootball apa Roblox nih? Abis ini eFootball apa Roblox? Al, bantu ini dong, bantu subscribe YouTube-nya dong.
Mason Mount.
Itu dia. Awas. Wih.
Lovely challenge from Lenny Yoro. And he wins the free kick too.
Superb from Lenny Yoro.
Yoro.
Got himself into a good position, Moise Keane, but yeah, it's brilliant from Lenny Yoro. So alert.
Gue nggak boleh tulis ini ya. Gue nggak boleh tulis di itunya. Apa di chat pun gue nggak boleh tulis link. Nggak boleh. Terkena ini gue. Pelanggaran. Yang mau linknya cukup ke YouTube gua ngomong, bang aku mau linknya, ntar gua kasih tahu. Karena linknya nggak boleh disebut sering-sering juga.
Casemiro to get the game back underway.
Healing ini ya, semua match ada dia. Mau Indonesia sekalipun, sumpah. Mau Liga 1, mau Timnas U23 juga ada. Kemarin disiarin. Emang link paling manjur ini coy. Mbeumo lari. Aduh. Mbeumo. Out.
From Fiorentina gives the ball back.
Ambil.
He certainly went there, didn't it?
Ambil Yoro.
And this, by the way, is probably not a
Gede banget badannya Mbeumo ini ya.
extended, fully fit Brian Mbeumo.
Di football udah ada Mbeumo belum sih?
When he is.
You can see him sharper and sharper with every minute that he plays.
Udah ada Mbeumo belum guys?
Excited to see what happens. Ahmad's taken up a great spot. Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno.
Moves it across to Aiden Heaven. Patrick Dorgu waiting further left.
Bruno.
Dorgu.
Bruno.
Pass past Edin Dzeko. Thumped clear by De Gea. Meat and drink for Harry Maguire that. He's keen. He's found the pass infield to Goodmanson. Oh, pass from Goodmanson. Finds only Patrick Dorgu.
Doku.
Ben was looking for something a little more positive from that first touch.
Did.
Didn't quite.
Ahmad.
But now Manchester United are in a positive
Let's
position.
go.
And Ahmad flying towards the edge of the penalty area. Back it comes to Casemiro. Looks to get a first-time ball into the box off his right foot. Quite come off the way that he wants it to.
No, he's normally so reliable, isn't it? That ball that's pulled back to him, that he just, without even looking, to whip it into the air, into that area between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box. Just failed him that time, Casemiro.
Yoro. Mbeumo. Casemiro. Maguire.
Harry Maguire.
Heaven. Dorgu.
Maguire jangan main-main Maguire. Ntar blunder lagi. Udah tau paling sering blunder ya. Main-main ke belakang mulu. Cantik. Mbeumo lari, Mbeumo. Corner. Corner.
Yeah, that's the ball that Casemiro wanted to play, albeit in a different area of the field.
Guys, bantu like teman-teman.
Just without looking, just
Yang
whips it
YouTube,
with his right
TikToks.
foot. Great pace again from
TikToks.
Brian Mbeumo. And that's all Fagioli could do. He didn't fancy facing him up one-on-one.
Bentar ya.
Just taking a moment to place that ball down in the quadrant, because that was a proper sprint from Brian Mbeumo. And as we've spoken about, he's just
Mbeumo yang sering
ever so
ngambil
slightly has
ini
been
ya,
playing catch up. Takes the
ke pojok ya.
corner quickly to Ahmad. It's going to give it back. It's going to be bent into the penalty
Oop.
area. Again, brilliant header this time from Aiden Heaven. Makes a solid
Nice,
connection.
nice.
Straight
DG ya,
down the throat to
keren.
David De Gea.
Well, I'm surprised after what happened the last time that Fiorentina allowed Manchester United to do exactly the same thing again. And Moise Kean was back to make it 2-on-2, and they still didn't get any pressure on the ball.
Ball over the top.
Keren kamu,
potentially for
De Gea.
Mateus Cunha, and Cunha is in behind, brings it down.
Awas, awas,
Still
penalti.
inside the penalty area. Down he goes. Referee says no penalty.
Penalti
I'm
loh.
inclined to agree.
Gila.
I'm inclined to agree. I think that would have been harsh. It's a great run from Mateus Cunha, but he's up against a
Nggak offside kok.
fair unit
Wah,
in the substitute. Cuadio.
siapa sih yang mengidekan membeli Bruno Fernandes, teman-teman? Gue nggak tahu.
I agree. I mean,
It's a coming together.
it's a shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
Pembelian terbaik
On that occasion.
selama 5 tahun atau 10 tahun. Kayaknya masih Bruno Fernandes,
Two or three
teman-teman
of
ya.
those on Mateus Cunha where I
Belum ada yang
felt
bisa
that they should have been
sebagus Bruno Fernandes
given.
ini
I
MU.
think Sam Barrett gets it right.
Bahkan Ronaldo pas sudah kembali pun gua rasa nggak terlalu kasih efek apa-apa banget ya.
Well, people will disagree with me as well.
Bang Dodo kemarin pas datang.
Ahmad. Positive again from the Ivorian.
Nice.
Delicate
Bruno.
football around the edge of the box.
Mbeumo.
Taken turn from Mbeumo. Is pulled to the ground. Referee is going to allow play to
Sip.
continue. Comes out to Mason Mount, who drills one goalwards. Oh, he just gets a bit
Gokil,
of
kayak
swash
gitu
on it
umpannya,
from
bro.
the edge of the
Mount.
penalty area, but not enough to find the bottom of the far
Mantap,
post.
Mount.
Yeah, I don't think he was actually going for goal from there. I think he knew what he wanted to do. He just wanted to angle it and drill it across. The only
Umpannya
problem
the
is, even if
best.
he had got it right, there wasn't anybody in a
Dia
red
umpan
shirt
atau
there.
ngestar itu.
The idea was really good.
Nggak jelas juga.
You've just got to rely on people to make the run, but I think even if they had, because it came off
Keren,
the
keren.
top of his boot, it spun off. Nobody would
Ya
have
udah
gone
habis lagi
there.
minum gua.
I like the idea though.
Just starting to see these patterns of play emerging, aren't we, from Manchester United as we get to the end of this first half. It's been a pretty positive one, really.
Bentar ya.
It has. It's been
Kita
difficult.
coba lihat
I
TikTok.
think Fiorentina have made it difficult for them, and they've played some
Terima
decent
kasih
stuff
sudah like
themselves.
orang.
Mason Mount still chasing the ball all over the pitch, helped out by Ahmad on this occasion. It's out of play.
Nah, ini udah mantap nih.
Oh, taken quickly. Ahmad
Udah nice.
lifts one,
Ternyata
back to
settingan
Brian
gua tadi.
Mbeumo, plucks it out of the sky. Challenged and out for a throw.
Brilliant touch. Wasn't easy with all those players around him.
Guys, bantu like dong teman-teman. Yang di YouTube yuk. Yuk, like-nya kasih 10 yuk, 4 lagi yuk.
They want Fiorentina to move up from the edge of the 18-yard box. which they now
Casemiro.
do. Cunha. Back to Casemiro.
Whoops.
Aiden Heaven through to Mason Mount, who tries to just guide it round the corner. It's cleared away.
Pongracic has given him nothing. He has been right up his backside
Oke.
at every opportunity that they've had to play the ball up to him.
Bruno Fernandes switches it to
Bruno
Aniol.
Fernandes.
Harry Maguire up to Mbeumo, takes a strong
Kenapa dia? Kram ya Zeko.
Good feet.
Udah tua, udah tua.
Manages to get the ball away to Mateus Cunha, who takes on Eddie Cuadio. Cuadio gets back to him. There's hands on the shoulders.
Dipaksakan main, bro.
Referee allows play to continue. And Mbeumo, lovely touch to
Mbeumo.
Mateus Cunha. Cunha to Ahmad.
Wih,
Bruno Fernandes
naik.
lifts this back towards the
Bagus banget tadi tuh
Casemiro
Bruno.
does well again, doesn't he, on the edge of the penalty area to keep possession.
Ini Mon juga bagus ya sekarang ya.
Cunha, Ahmad.
Cunha kayaknya bagus nih, Cunha nih, dia lihat nih. Pergerakannya nice nih.
Yoro. Casemiro.
Awas Casemiro, gila. Ah, elah. Oke. Teman-teman, sudah half time ya. Apakah yang akan terjadi di babak kedua?
To try and get the header towards the back post. Set pieces important for both sides over the course of the opening 45 minutes. We go in at
teman-teman.
half time. Manchester United 1, Fiorentina 1.
Oke. Half time teman-teman. Gue ini dulu ya. Half time, cok. Terus gitu aja ya. Gimana, kita main e-football dulu sambil nunggu? Bagaimana nih? Sambil nunggu half time kita main e-football nggak sih? Main e-football nggak sih kita, guys? Main e-football nggak sih kita? Main e-football apa gimana ya, bro?
Dari mana, Cok?
Lagi ini, lagi half time. Half time, bro.
Tahu namanya siapa?
Takutnya kalau gua apa namanya? Main bola ya. Kemarin gue coba main bola, di ban sama TikTok, katanya kamu dari pertama sudah apa namanya? Sudah mau nge-react tapi kok tiba-tiba ganti konten jadi main bola, jadi main game. Kampret juga ini emang si TikTok ini. Kita ngobrol-ngobrol dulu guys ya. Kita ngobrol-ngobrol aja dulu. Lagi ini half time. Biar nggak sepi lah nih lah. Ayo, ada yang mau nanya-nanya nggak? Ada yang mau nanya ini? Ini half time soalnya. Begini nih biar agak jelas dikit. Lagi half time teman-teman. 1-1, skornya 1-1. Nih, gua kasih nih. Half time coy. Gimana, kita main dulu lah ya. Pemain kali ya. Biarin. Bosan. Lagi nih bro. Lagi half time coy. Half time bosku. Ini ambil main bro. Sabar ya. Mana nih game gua? Ini ya gini ya. Tururut. Game apa, suara game gue matiin dulu ya. Sambil nunggu. Sambil nunggu. Turut. Detik. Turut. Bang, gua mau linknya di Starball TV 004. Terus saya di Google. Kalau gua ketik ke sini nggak bisa. Ketik ke sini nggak bisa. Udah itu tadi. Muncul nggak? Keluar nggak? Bacalah. Udah gue baca ini. Udah gue baca. Udah gue baca. Ini nggak ketemu nggak linknya? Nih gue tulis pakai akun kedua gue ya. Gue tulis nih. Nih. Tuh. Kamu nggak?
You know, a bit worrying. Okay, so plenty of time to work on that. The equaliser also came from a set piece. Bruno Fernandes with a brilliant delivery and a bit of a goalmouth scramble. Fiorentina were beaten for a foul, but in the end the ball comes in off Roman Gosens, the German wing back.
Gua hapus dulu ya.
But it was all about delivery, wasn't it, Sammy?
Delivery from Fernandez was first class. David De Gea was a little bit, moaning that he was getting put under pressure, which goalkeepers will, but the ball was absolutely superb. There was a lot of people who went for it. Where we could actually see who scored.
Mana?
You
Ya,
said
ketemu
it's an
belum,
own
bro.
goal, but the ball was fantastic from Fernandez.
Tanggapan lu bang
That's the benefit
untuk
of no
pemain
VAR, I
MU
guess. They
babak
can't
pertama.
Look at it time and time again and try and find a reason to
Gua
disallow it, which you
sebenarnya
feel
dari
sometimes
MU
does happen with VAR.
nambahin pemain Cunha, Mbeumo, terus yang terbaru Sesko, tapi Sesko belum main ya. Pemain jujur mainnya masih sama. Belum ada yang benar-benar, mainnya mantap banget ya. Belum. Tadi aja masa Fiorentina nyetak gol duluan ya. Itu terus kita main di kandang lagi. Jadi pemain kita udah pasti lebih tinggi, lebih bagus lah gitu. Tapi masih bisa kebobolan pertama itu ada. Ya udahlah. Terus tapi untungannya bisa satu sama kan. Tapi gue lihat pemain-pemain MU udah mainnya udah benar-benar beda lah, maksudnya satu persatu mereka skillnya kayak udah meningkat, tinggal tinggal mereka bersatu aja mainnya bagus, kompak. Menurut gue sih kayak gitu, tapi skillnya udah mulai bagus. Kayak contoh kayak Mount ya, tadi gue liat Mount mainnya bagus, udah bagus juga. Mount masih proses ya, iya masih proses. Tapi ada peningkatan lah, setiap individunya gue liat masih ada peningkatan. Terus Maguire juga mainnya udah tenang tadi, meskipun gue liat agak takut dikit ya kalau dia pegang bola ya. Bang, gue mau linknya. Ini siapa lagi namanya? Starball TV 004 bro. Tulis saya di Google Starball TV 004. Ntar keluar tuh di Google tuh paling atas, pas main klik. Onoa bang, Oncoa, Tua. Onoa? Onoa ya? Apa Onoa?
Qualifier coming up, so we might see the Italians make a few more changes.
Ochoa ini kiper.
I think he'll make about 5 or 6 changes this manager in the second half. They give other players.
Onana kan cedera dia bro.
It'll be interesting though with the fresh legs coming on. How we compete with that.
Sama juga ya istirahatnya ya ini.
Few other players get some minutes because you want as many minutes in the legs of as many players as possible going into the season.
Ini yang ngomong mirip Denny Lanzat ya, asistennya timnas Indonesia bro. Kalau kalian nonton nih. Guys yang mau biasanya kita main game lebih banyak, kita main eFootball banyak, main EAFC juga. Tolong di subscribe bro, boleh bro, di Vincent Felix YouTube, biar kita main game, kita bahas bola lebih banyak bro. Biasa gue live-nya ini kan. Apa sih ini? Gue kena ini mulu dah. Live Anda tidak memenuhi syarat untuk direkomendasikan. Astaga. Gak jelas coy.
Lovely day in Manchester. A good crowd for this friendly as well. So let's hope we get a second half full of goals and excitement and send everyone happy if we can lift that little bit of silverware at the end of the Snapdragon Cup.
That's the plan, Sully. We need to some goals. Everyone wants to see goals. There's not a hell of a lot of pressure on the game, so go out there, express yourself, be free. And if you find yourself running 70, 80 minutes and you're getting a bit of cramp, that's when you put your hand up and say, let's make a sub.
Can you actually see the manager making a change up front?
Gak jelas ya, TikTok ini kampret.
I can do. I could see him. Maybe Hoyland. Hoyland might get a few minutes.
Changes our movement and chances up there. He might do that.
Yeah, I think Zimbumo's not had a full pre-season either as well, so I can see him potentially coming out. He stepped his minutes up from if he has more minutes now, he'll have stepped his minutes up from the last game. But yeah, I can see him making a couple of changes.
Okay, Fiorentina are coming out. Their coaches are out, so that's our
Thank
cue
you,
to
Alejandro,
clear. There
the
are
follow. Thank you.
going to be
Thank you.
some changes at half time, so to take you through them
Thank you so
and the
much.
second half, let's hand back to our commentators Liam and Ben.
Yeah, welcome back. Thank you very much, Sully. Manchester United won a piece, Ben. Second half of the first half was much more like what Ruben Amorim will want from his side. The first half was made very difficult by a well-drilled Fiorentina side.
Yeah, they were very
Aduh,
well
kapan gua
organised,
nonton di
got
Old Trafford ya, bro?
themselves into a defensive shape
Kapan,
that
bro?
Manchester United found difficult to break down. Probably relied more
Udah
on
mulai,
set
udah
pieces
mulai,
than
guys.
anything else, which is obviously how the goal came about. But I think that if they do start to move the ball how we know they can, then they will be able to cut through this Fiorentina side. But
Nigia,
it's
I
been
miss
difficult,
you.
I have to say, more difficult than I was anticipating.
Al
And they've more than
mengikuti.
played the
Thank
part,
you,
scored
Al,
a
udah
very good
follow.
goal,
Thank you.
which the manager will not have been happy about, I can assure you.
Yeah, I agree. No changes for Manchester United at half-time. Instead, it will be
Bantu
the
follow
11 that
teman-teman yang
started the
mau
game that continue. This has been
melihat konten-konten
a theme
MU
of
terbaik.
Ruben Amorim during pre-season at Manchester United.
Subscribe
where
YouTube juga boleh,
it's not
subscribe
been
YouTube.
45 minutes of football all change. It's been closer to 70 minutes of football before he starts making those changes, and that really is to make sure that the correct amount of minutes is getting into the correct number of legs.
Yeah, you can understand it in the in the first game or two, but when it starts to build and when players need more minutes and in the legs, then that's the correct way to go about it. Before ultimately, you have pretty much every member of your squad that has played a full 90 minutes in pre-season.
Yuk, main lagi, guys.
So, referee Sam Parrott.
Main lagi, main.
Everybody is ready to go. It will be Fiorentina to get us underway at the beginning of the second half. Sprinklers still firing off around Old Trafford. It's creating an arch over on the far side.
Gue tulisin dulu.
While we wait for play to get back underway.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure what we're waiting on.
Well, the sprinklers to stop, I would have thought. Are we not?
Two left to go.
Nah.
Where's the other
Pas.
one?
Left-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
There's one on the left as well. That one's still going. I think we've just one sprinkler. That sprinkler has now stopped. The referee checks his watch. And Fiorentina get the second half started. Manchester United 1, Fiorentina 1 at the end of 45 minutes. United will be hoping that they can create something similar to the end of the second half, end of the first half as we go through the second. Ben Thornley alongside me. David De Gea in front of the Stretford end.
Dia kayaknya main-main dia.
Fagioli comes out to the left. Scooped effort is straight to Mason Mount. Brian and Burmo.
Mas Rui.
It's clearly a foul as Burmo goes down. I'm not quite sure what the officiating team
Pusat namanya Mas Bro.
are thinking they saw there, Ben.
Gila kali ya.
Well, he gave the ball away, didn't he, Pongracic, and then he just inexplicably sort of followed through on Brian and Burmo.
Oh. Confirmation of the unchanged 11 for Manchester United running across the bottom of the screen. The referee manages to spot that one clearly enough.
Yeah, there's just a couple of times when
Pusat Ivan, gue baru lihat nih ada pemain namanya Ivan.
they've been sold short from passes out from the back, and when you do that and somebody else reads it, this time, on this occasion, it was Dodo.
Guys, gue ulangin dulu ini ya live-nya ya. Ulangin dulu live-nya, teman-teman boleh tergabung lagi ya. Gabung lagi teman-teman ya. Ya, gabung lagi ya, teman-teman TikTok ya.
Defending the edge of the 18-yard box. Delivery's a good one. Stooped header from Harry Maguire drops inside the penalty area and is cleared away. Is there a break on here for Manchester United? Harry Maguire. Oh, it's not Maguire that stayed down. Somebody has.
That's a smashing.
Lenny Yoro.
Have you spotted a substitution? Is that not a different goalkeeper?
Oh,
not?
goalkeeper.
Who?
For us?
No, it's still Bayern and
Oh, is
Colby.
it?
Yeah. So no, I haven't spotted a substitution. And when I said
that'll be why
there are no
then.
Aduh,
changes,
guling-guling lagi dia.
On your toes.
Yeah. He's got a new haircut.
Right. He looks.
Yeah.
He looked
Aduh.
different to me.
But I mean, it's
Tendang
not a different
mukanya.
haircut from the first half. It's still the same haircut as he had in the first half.
Sakit banget.
So you've just missed it. Oof, blimey. I tell you what, that
Langsung tidur, coy.
did not miss Lenny Yoro. Goodness me.
Yeah, because he caught it really well, didn't he?
Lenny Yoro has caught it flush in the side of the face. Lovely new hairdo for Altay Bayindir, which is what's confused Ben.
Yeah. Apologies.
Langsung tidur dia.
It's almost got an air of, 1920 Chicago gangster about it, hasn't it? I wonder whether he was inspired. I wonder whether he did that crime tour, the Al Capone crime tour that you could do in Chicago. Look at that.
Siapa lagi namanya kiper ini lupa.
Altay.
Not a one out of place.
I had my hair done yesterday, but not quite the same as Altay Bayindir. He wins that prize. Lenny Yoro back on his feet. He's okay. Dusts himself off, but he has.
Lenny Yoro
got that one
kembali.
right in the mush.
Just a little warning about, not giving the ball away and therefore having to react by giving a
Delete,
desperate
memasuk,
free kick
delete.
away. And things like that can be costly for you. This is the time to do it,
Delete.
mind you, but these are just warnings.
Lenny Yoro stretches his legs.
Halo Lenny.
The ball down the right-hand side to
Halo
Brian
robot
Burma,
Ai.
who's, I think,
Ngeri.
what surprised me about Brian and Burma today is
Even.
his impeccable balance.
Adi.
Even while running, his ability to bring
Iqbal,
the ball
Ita,
under control
Rizky,
is
Dolphin.
quite exceptional.
Yeah, and
At
when
full
he's got
Luffy.
somebody up his backside as well.
And that's a lovely touch again. He just gets a little unfortunate that hasn't fallen to Mason Mount. Casemiro steps in,
Wait.
tries to win this back. Ball lifted forward.
Oh, sos bro.
Oh, he's keen. He's going to get on the end of this.
Was he not just slightly offside there
Right.
anyway?
Pair of us had our hands up. That header
Oh,
comes in,
dia.
it's off the
Ampun,
crossbar.
ampun.
The cross is a good one from Moise Keane.
Ampun.
Eventually, the referee brings play to a halt.
Right.
Ampun bang.
No, he's not.
He's onside.
Yeah, he is.
Pair of us were wrong.
No, he's clever. And it's a really good ball as well, by the way.
Tiang.
From this position,
Tiang.
you
Ampun.
don't want to let anybody get the cross in.
Uh.
And it was Solm, the goal scorer, who rose. Lenny Yoro just needs to. He's not got a lot of space to work with. He's got to go and press him and make a tackle.
Thank you di like.
It's a
Siapa
little
itu
bit too
tadi?
easy. And without knowing it, because he turns his back, he hits the crossbar, so...
Thumped away by Altay Bayindir. Ahmad puts some pressure down.
Amat.
United turn the ball over. Cunha
Hmm.
looking for Casemiro.
Lepas
just wide
dong.
of the veteran Brazilian. It's good from Bruno Fernandes to find Mason Mount. Good from Mason Mount to give himself a yard of space. Picks out Bruno Fernandes again, who's going to try the switch here out to the left-hand side, but mismeasures.
Guys, bantu tap
Yeah,
teman-teman.
the pass wasn't really on. Been a bit of a slow start to the second half, I have to say.
Nih.
Ruben Amorim directing traffic from inside his technical area. This is picked up by Ranieri.
Technical area.
Luca Ranieri. On the
Awas.
left-hand side, it's going to be a ball into the
Eee.
penalty area again. This time Casemiro gets there, volley towards goal, and it's Simon Soam again. This time Aiden Heaven getting something on it to
Ivan,
turn the
surga,
ball away.
surga.
Yeah, I'm not so
Mantap
sure
namamu.
that Altay Bayindir would have seen that. And Goossens, again, just sits across up.
Namanya emang the best.
Got
Surga
everything he
ya.
could on it. Casemiro,
Melindungi dari
it's a good
kebobolan
block
yang
for
surga.
Aiden Heaven.
Hmm.
Rare that you'd find somebody to score 2 right-foot volleys in one game.
Yeah.
Awas
I'd
Maguire.
be just a little concerned about how free Simon Soam has managed to find himself inside the penalty area on occasion.
Guys, bantu share teman-teman.
Dodo
Ininya,
with the throw.
live-nya.
Does take his time over those, the Brazilian.
That's an understatement.
Mason Mount will
Aduh.
look to gobble that one up. He
Nice,
does
Mason Mount.
brilliantly, Mason Mount. Really, really good from the
Bagus,
Manchester
Mason Mount
United
emang.
number 7. And maybe he
Suka
set the
banget gue
Reds
liatnya.
up here because Ahmad's into the penalty area, gets it across to Casemiro,
Huh?
flicks it round to Fernandes. Fernandes gets underneath it and lifts it high into the Stretford end.
As we said at half-time, he had a really
MU.
difficult half with the attention that was shown to him by
Bruno.
Pongracic. But it doesn't faze him, Mason Mount. And he's pressing, and his anticipation, and he's just his all-round intelligence. He's brilliant. He'll be disappointed, the skipper.
Halo
that
bang,
he's not
halo
managed
Alex.
to find the target at least. Difficult for him to
Apa
score
kabar
from there,
Alex?
obviously.
Udah lama
Against
nggak
his old
main nih, Alex parah
friend.
nih Alex nih. Kacau.
But brilliant from Mason Mount.
Fiorentina, meanwhile, coming
Awas,
in the opposite
awas.
direction. Goodmanson towards
Weh.
the back post where
Maju dia.
Keane is going to be allowed to collect this and get the pass away. Casemiro stretching.
Alex
for
main Roblox nggak
brilliantly.
Alex?
Mason Mount has come deep to fetch it. Casemiro saying there was no need to do that.
No, I agree with that as well. He was moving onto the ball.
Ahmad tries with the outside of the boot to find Bruno Fernandes, fails to do so.
Fernandes.
Yeah, Casemiro was right.
Atau satu
He
nih
was
kita
coming
nih.
to collect it, Mason Mount, whereas
Satu doang nih.
Casemiro was stepping onto
Gak
it.
mau nambah
He just
gini.
needed to retreat and be another body for
udah jam
Casemiro
8 ya,
to
guys.
use.
Main bang, serius. Gue lagi pengen coba Roblox nih. Nggak perlu download kan? Main di browser kan Roblox itu? Iya nggak sih?
The shape of Manchester
Oh, gue yang
United at the
salah.
moment, they have dropped into a back 5. That shifts to a back 4 as Ahmad looks to press and they force Fiorentina backwards. Dorgu now pushing up.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly where you want
Yes,
him.
bentar ya.
Causing Coadio a problem.
There you go.
Heaven helping out, stretching from Patrick Dorgu. And Dzeko
Patrick
coming back to
Dorgu.
get it, but can have no complaints with the challenge. Casemiro keeps the ball safely away.
Ah, nice.
From Coadio. Ahmad looks to try and
Ahmad.
squeeze the ball through that gap. Whether
It's
it was
okay,
a
Ahmad.
cross or a shot, I don't know. Bruno Fernandes does find Mason Mount. Bruno
Kemana
Fernandes pops up on the
mau?
edge of the penalty area. Neither the referee or the assistant have seen that the Manchester United skipper was prevented from continuing that run.
Neither one of them actually saw it, and if you can't see it, then you can't
Mon
give
kemana
it.
Mon?
10,000 people in the Stretford end saw it, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cunha back to
Cunha.
Evan. Maguire.
Sip.
It's better football from Manchester United. Down the right-hand side
Mantap.
it comes. Mason Mount finds Ahmad.
Umpan.
Ahmad looking for some
Jangan lama.
space. Looks to squeeze that through to
shit.
Casemiro, who,
Wih.
tell you what, you don't want to do that too many times. I'm not sure how
Wah,
many you
wasitnya
get away
dibayar
with.
ini.
I don't think it is a penalty.
No. I know what you mean.
But
Wasitnya
you've
dibayar
also
asli.
not played the ball. Cunha can't keep that in. I'm going to have another look at that, I'm sure.
Wasitnya
You do have to be
dibayar.
careful.
Here we go again.
Lihat nih didorong gini Casemiro, masa nggak pelanggaran, masa nggak penalti?
Casemiro steps across. Yeah, I mean, you've not played the ball either if you're Robin Curzons.
No, it is,
Gila.
should we say, clumsy at best.
Stepped in with that left foot. It's not just shoulder to shoulder.
Pelanggaran
As I
itu.
say, you don't get too many of those before all of a sudden the decision is going in the opposite direction.
Nah kan, mulai.
Physically
Ayo, Mbeumo.
wrestling
Mbeumo
Lenny
sendiri.
Yoro, and Burmo picks up the ball in a promising
Gue
position.
mau.
Burmo looks to get the shot away, deflects and is cleared.
Kena ya.
Yoro plucks that out of the sky. Left
All
alone
right.
for Ahmad.
Ahmad,
Ahmad looks to get the cross in.
kasih lagi
Comes back
Mbeumo,
out to
kasih lagi
Mbeumo.
umpan lagi.
Yoro, good
Ah,
run into
elah,
the box from
Yoro.
him. Can't bring it under control.
Yoro.
It took them a little bit of time to settle in this second half, but they have done now. Still nothing concrete. By
Ini
means
buat
of
lu Yoro.
chances.
Terima kasih, ngentot.
going to ask you in a minute what you've made of Ahmad on that right-hand side as wing back. I'm just going to give you I'm giving you the heads up, so you've got 30 seconds to collect your thoughts, really, before I spring that question on you. So much talent, the young Ivorian. Just not
press
quite
dong.
sure it's worked out for him today.
Aduh.
The way that Ruben Amorim would have liked it to. Meanwhile, Fiorentina coming
Ayo
in the
dong, masa
opposite
seri nih.
direction. Long ball forward up towards Edin Dzeko.
Jangan seri ya.
Brings it down on his thigh. Dodo takes over. So back to Fagioli.
Jangan seri boys.
So Dodo again. Manchester United back in numbers now, defending.
Defending.
Gracic. Ranieri. Ahmad chasing that ball out. Manchester United will have the opportunity now to push all the way up to halfway. And now the press comes all the way back to David De Gea. The ball goes. And I can ask Ben that question about Ahmad.
Yeah, I think it's been a struggle for him today, I have to say. That being said, every time he's received the ball, they're obviously wary of how good Ahmad can be in that position, whether he's finding it as a wide player or whether he's tucked in and sort of running through the inside channel
Kasih
of
terus
the
bolanya.
penalty area. He's always had a couple of players round him, and
Wow,
he's
kosong
offside.
banget.
Guzans with the run.
Won't matter anyway.
It's not going to matter. It's going to go all the way out of play.
But I just think his decision-making this afternoon hasn't been the best for Ahmad, and neither has his quality. I'm not sure whether wing-back is the most suited position
Banyak
for him.
bocil.
I think he can do most of his best work as a number 10, but how many have we got that can play there? But we know that he can play there. I just think that somewhere he needs to be included. I just don't feel as though the wing-back position is where we get his best work.
Iya ampun.
Harry Maguire.
Harry
Ball out to
Maguire.
the far side. Guzans has stayed down on that far side. Manchester United are going to charge forward. Ahmad in space. Guzans, is it cramp? It looks like it might be. He's flexing his leg up and down. Cunha. Cunha's going to go from distance. Mateus Cunha at the Stretford end. Flashes one just wide of the upright.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a lovely strike. Definitely had David De Gea scrambling towards his right-hand post. We haven't seen Mateus Cunha have too many opportunities like this. Oh,
Nyaris juga.
he's given a corner, has it? Or a free kick?
Looks like a corner.
It's good.
Well, let's have a look. That's a short. Yeah, he's got his card out.
Me neither.
Sam Barrett.
Nyaris banget asli tadi.
He has got his card out.
I don't know who it's for.
Unhappy about something.
Oke, ayo let's go. Tunggu apa lagi?
Bruno Fernandes is going to take the resulting corner. Couple of changes coming for Fiorentina. First the corner from Bruno Fernandes, lifted in near post, heads go on. Dangerous again, that delivery from Bruno Fernandes, causing all sorts of problems for Fiorentina. Manchester United throwing rangy players at it inside the box.
Tenang, santuy.
Cleared away on this occasion.
It was another good ball.
Santuy.
The set-piece deliveries, although we haven't seen that many of them, have been really good. And it's a good punch from David De Gea.
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire!
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire!
We reckon it was actually Dodo that's gone in the referee's notebook.
Maguire lagi.
Harry Maguire!
Sam Barrett obviously unhappy with something that was said.
Maybe, was it because of him not blowing for Guzans being down?
Apa sih?
That couldn't be the only thing it was for.
Apa kayak gitu sih?
Triple change coming here for
Terus dari tadi gue
Fiorentina.
belum minum air ya. Kocok.
Mattia Vitti coming onto the
Berat.
field. so too Cher and Dur. And the final change for them will be Amir Richardson. Dzeko, Soam. I think that might be Fagioli, who's also making way.
Confirmation of the substitutions for
back.
Replacing the 6, Luca Ranieri, and number 11, Adam Dzeko, number 16 is Simon Son, number 19, Natalia Beattie, number 24, Michael Richardson, and number 27, Cher Ender.
Par for the course.
Whip.
It's a clear pullback, this time on Brian and Burmo, and the referee, Sam Barrett, making sure that Manchester United do get that free kick.
He is a manhandler, isn't he? Pongracic.
Yeah. Got to be a little on the careful side, haven't you? Otherwise you can be penalised, as we've just seen. So, United with the free kick. Clever from Fernandes. Ahmad whips it in, near post, flicked on! And Aiden Heaven and Casemiro were both lurking
Apa yang
on
di
the
astaga?
penalty spot. It ends up going wide. Casemiro
tadi nggak
fouls the
diambil.
post with his foot in frustration.
Masuk kayaknya tadi tuh.
It's a brilliant delivery, this from Ahmad into the box, flicked on, and then there's a collision between Aiden Heaven and Casemiro that maybe just knocks the Brazilian off balance.
Yeah, great ball, great flick. Aiden Heaven actually pushes Casemiro.
Offside flag goes
Offside.
Tell you what, I'm right in line with that, and that must have been close. We were wrong about the other one.
I
hope we're wrong about this as well.
I think it might be coming back from an offside position from the play before, not.
I'll tell you what, that's not offside. I'm sorry, you look at where his feet are.
His head's offside.
I didn't think that counted.
Of course it does. Any goal-scoring part of the body. So you can't be offside with the hand, for example, but you can be with your head.
De Gea back pass.
Clearance from David De Gea is directly out of play.
By the way, not that it matters, but I think that's a rubbish rule. I do, honestly. I know you can score with your head, but surely it has to be where your feet are. This is nonsense.
Yeah, but that rule hasn't changed since you've been playing. That's not a new interpretation of the law.
Oh,
Kocak.
It is.
Hey. Os.
Over the bar.
Jauh.
Any goal-scoring part of the body offside. That's always the way it's been.
I thought it was feet.
Answers on a postcard, ladies and gentlemen.
Jauh.
This is one of those where we're calling the referee in.
Jauh, santuy.
1-1. Manchester United looking to try and find a way through against a pretty resolute Fiorentina side. Expect nothing less from an Italian side, really defensively well structured. It's another little shove in the back on Brian and Burmo. He's not very happy with the treatment he's been getting from Pongracic.
Antok nonton MU loh, kacau nih.
Yeah, there's been a switch up, hasn't there?
Kacau bro.
Mason Mount and Burmo effectively have swapped positions just because maybe the build and the physicality of
ganti baju MU nggak nih gua?
You know, able to withstand a little bit more.
Kalau 2-1 ya, 2-1 ganti baju MU ya.
Ahmad spinning away from danger, does really well to keep his balance too. Picks out Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes squeezes it back through. Brian and Burmo edge of the penalty area, out the strip and end for Manchester United. Tries to get the ball out from underneath his feet and is stolen away. There was a collision between Dorgu and the defender on the opposite side of the field. Harry Maguire striding forward. He is going to have a go. Harry Maguire forces the parry from David De Gea. Just strode through Harry Maguire and stroked it towards goal.
Nyaris coy Maguire.
Mason Mount.
Bruno.
Fernandes. Dorgu.
Ah elah, hampir ya.
Fernandes looks to feed
Kemana?
that through into the box. It's cleared away. It'll go out for a Manchester United throw-in.
I think he's saying to Matheus Cunha, I need you to show for that there. That's not a bad ball for me to play.
Maguire nyaris Maguire coy.
Well, here's the strike.
Bam.
We spoke, didn't we, with the goalkeepers while we were away about how these balls move.
Tapi ke tengah banget
I think that's
maksudnya
what
Bang
David De Gea felt
Maguire.
there.
The word that kept coming up when we were talking about these balls was lively. They're really lively. I'm not sure that's a good thing if you're a goalkeeper.
Awas coy,
If you're
ngeri.
Harry Maguire and you've just seen that
Ngeri
swerve
banget.
all over the place on the way through, you might be a little bit more inclined to take a
Cepet,
couple of
cepet,
hot
cepet.
shots from
Ball
20
boy.
yards.
Ya lama. Junha bagus sih, Junha oke
Evan
lah.
to Cunha.
Junha oke guys.
Bruno Fernandes, lovely.
Nice nih.
Touch.
Gue baru nonton soalnya. Junha mainnya gimana. Tapi ternyata nice ya. Nice play ya.
Lenny Yoro.
Yoro. Tuh Junha.
Matheus Cunha.
Cunya, bacanya Cunya.
Oh, that's a
Kocak.
loose pass. Nobody goes for it. It's eventually picked up by Fiorentina. Gersons puts a ball over the top towards.
Offside.
Oh, he's keen.
Na.
Fernandes.
Fernandes. Waduh. Oh.
Well, that's loose. Bruno Fernandes going to have to get back here because Aiden
Bagus.
Heaven down and struggling. Moise Keane's going to keep going. Manchester United
Mundur
making
guys, mundur
recovery
guys, mundur
runs.
guys.
Keane with the delivery into the penalty area towards the back post, smashed towards goal. And I think Robin Gersons hits it off his own man.
Untung kena lawan
Goodmanson.
sendiri ya.
Meanwhile, we've still got Aiden Heaven down. Referee is going to stop
That's it.
play. Manchester United did really well to get back into
Hey.
good positions to
Suara
prevent
apa
that
itu?
from being another attempt on target.
Sup,
This was caught well by Goosens,
sup.
and he smashes it straight into. I mean, Goodmanson can see that's where the
Ini
ball is going.
dia dorang ya
Surely he just
mereknya
would
ini.
have sprinted out of the
Fiorentina.
way.
Bener gak sih? Dia dorang bener
We
gak
are
sih?
approaching the time of the game where we would anticipate some changes for Manchester United. Those changes not ready just yet. Aiden Heaven receiving a bit of treatment here.
It might be enforced, this one.
Halo, welcome teman-teman yang udah
He's,
mau gabung ya. Terima
He's
kasih,
in a
terima
bit
kasih.
of discomfort, doesn't he?
Buat teman-teman semua nih.
He's had a pretty good game up until this point. In fact, I think most players will feel that today has been a useful exercise for them, Ben.
Well, it has, because they've found that
Even.
when teams set up and play like Fiorentina have, it's going to be difficult.
Masih
It
menit
is
70
going to be
teman-teman ya.
difficult
Santuy lah.
unless they move the ball that little bit quicker and that little bit more accurate, and that hasn't really happened today.
May just be a bit of a dead leg for Aiden Heaven.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Another contact injury. We spoke about those
Oh, ada cooling
We're
break
away.
juga, ada cooling break.
on a pre-season tour. Luke Shaw steps into the technical area.
Yeah, pada
Maybe
cooling
we
break
might
ya.
start to see the changes coming here for Manchester United.
Ada cooling break juga ya.
Thiago Dalot, Kobe Mainu. Luke Shaw.
Look
It
show.
looks like Matthias de Ligt also coming onto the field. Aiden Heaven has left the field. So once we get the confirmation of these substitutions,
Dalot masuk Dalot.
Are you proving the offside rule to me?
I'm not. Listen, we've both had people getting in touch with us.
Yeah, I mean,
and it says in 2005, the parts of the body rule were clarified, which body parts, excluding hands and arms.
Clarified.
Well,
if it can only be clarified if the rule existed.
Yeah. I'm wrong.
Look,
I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong.
It's not that. It's what the rule is now. Right, changes coming for Manchester United. Casemiro makes way for Kobbie Mainoo. Aiden Heaven has left the field, will be replaced by Luke Shaw. Matthias de Ligt coming on for Harry Maguire. And Brian Mbeumo makes way to be replaced by Diogo Dalot. That will mean a bit of a shift around in terms of tactical system for Manchester United. Mbeumo is warmly applauded from the field of play.
Well, Ahmad will move infield, won't it?
So Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo will continue. Bruno Fernandes will continue in midfield alongside Kobbie Mainoo. The front three will now be Mount, Cunha and Ahmad. The back five, as it were, will be Dorgu left, Dalot right, Lenny Yoro, Matthias de Ligt and Luke Shaw. Down by Matthias de Ligt, looking for Bruno Fernandes.
Yang masuk Luke Shaw, Kobbie Mainoo sama Diogo Dalot.
Viti, far side, sent back by Gersons to David De Gea.
Maguire juga keluar.
Ruben Amorim have made
Masuk
going to be just as desperate, aren't they, to make an impact in the final 20 minutes of this game, because they also want a starting berth against Arsenal next week.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke just before kick-off about, you know, is this going to be the team, or is it going to be the majority of the team that we expect to see next week? And I think there's a couple of players here, like Luke Shaw, for example, like Matthias de Ligt, that may be staking a claim to start the game next week. Even Diogo Dalot.
Any of those, I mean, all of these players have had a brilliant pre-season. They all look supremely fit and ready to go. Ruben Amorim may just have a little bit of a headache on his hands, trying to figure out who it is that he wants to start against Arsenal 4:30 next Sunday.
Mari
Forward
bersama.
to Cunha.
Bantu lagi teman-teman.
Ahmad has picked up Bruno Fernandes brilliantly. Lovely charging run from the Portuguese, but just gets caught in two minds what he's doing with it. And has his pocket picked. That's a lovely tackle from Matheus Cunha. Fernandes sends this back to Shaw.
He did well, didn't he, Quadio? Because we were 3-on-2 there. And I think if Bruno Fernandes could have just prodded it through on the angle, then Mason Mount would have been on the end. But it's a great break from the skipper. Something that was lacking a little bit in the first half was somebody to exploit that space.
A little bit of dynamism. It's well won by Manchester United again, and Mason Mount's found Ahmad. Ahmad moves it on to Diogo Dalot, and Ahmad's going to get on the overlap as well. Dalot back to Ahmad. Dalot makes the run, tries to pull a couple of players out of position. Yoro. Ahmad. Manchester United with plenty of players committed forward here. Bruno Fernandes tries to find Diogo Dalot on the run. This is going to come loose to Cunha. Cunha just can't bring it under control. Again, United really difficult to handle in that final third when they can get the ball up there. Out to the left-hand side. That's a lovely ball to find Patrick Dorgu. Checks back one way and the other. Needs some help. Finds it in Matheus Cunha. Cunha's going to slide that back through to Dorgu. Dorgu gets the cross in, but pulls it back to the edge of the box where can't get on the end of it. I'm not sure you're going to get that given as a penalty either.
No. But we have got
Ambil Shaw.
Ahmad.
Shouts were made, but I think Sam Barrett's got that one correct.
Yeah, I think that was just where Patrick Dorgu needed somebody square of him, or certainly somebody making the run towards the 6-yard box for a tap in. The only thing he could do was pull it back. it wasn't the easiest of balls because he was surrounded.
Mason Mount gives this back to Luke Shaw. Shaw. Send this back to Bayindir.
Ngantuk ya, sebentar lagi guys.
Bayindir comes across to Lenny Yoro. Ahmad waits for that ball to arrive to him and is bundled over by Mattia Vitti.
Mattia Vitti.
Changes coming here, Ben.
Yeah.
Bukan Vitinha ya.
Jacopo Fazzini.
Lanzini.
The change will be Pablo Mari. So, a couple more changes.
Lihat mirip
Fiorentina
Modric loh
to try
pokoknya.
and find a way through in the final 12 or 13 minutes as well.
I think what you're starting to see now is the sort of superior
Modric sama
fitness,
Salah kocak.
and that'll be indicated by where the two teams are, with Fiorentina not playing until the week after. Mind you, having said that, they have had European football to contend with, haven't they? So maybe that's not really an excuse. Manchester United just look the fitter team.
Well, that's been pretty evident for me. We've been really fortunate to be up close and personal.
Yeah.
These Manchester United players look as fit as I remember seeing them.
Yeah.
Every last one of them has been working extraordinarily hard.
Guys, ambil bantal kali ya.
Ratchet's coming off.
It looks that way. Yes. And it is Pablo Mari that has gone into that back three alongside Coadio. But they may have switched it to a back four.
Parah coy.
Mainu.
Ini.
Shaw.
Tuh.
Mason Mount to Patrick Dorgu. Using the full
Mantap.
width of the pitch here, Manchester United.
Bagus.
And that's lovely into the path of Patrick Dorgu against Dodo.
Ih,
Do you know, the referee Sam Barrett
Pelanggaran
has
dari
drawn
mana
the
sih?
ire of all of these Manchester United fans. They probably see what you and I see, which is it being 6 and 2 threes, and the referee has sided with Fiorentina.
I have to say, I think that is brilliant defending from Dodo. I can't. I mean, has he gone down a little bit too easily? Possibly, but maybe with the help of Patrick Dorgu. But it was still good defending for me.
One back by United. Bruno Fernandes gets this into Mason Mount, who's turning in the penalty area. Can't quite get himself in the right
Mantap.
position. Lifts it back into
Mantap.
Bruno brilliantly. Bruno Fernandes gets the cross in, turns towards goal. Goodness me, how has it stayed out from Mateus Cunha?
Well,
Nggak apa-apa.
defending. I don't know. Was it Mari who slid in on the line?
Good.
It's a lovely little ball from Mason Mount. Again, full of running Bruno Fernandes. Cunha's there.
It's okay.
What a tackle.
Yeah, it's a really, really good block. I still can't work out who it was, but it's one of the best moves of the game.
Bagus umpan.
I think it might be Amir Richards.
Bloknya mantap bloknya. Si ini pemain Fiorentina.
Anyway, it's resulted in a corner, which is going to be taken by Fernandes. Short to Ahmad, gives it back to Fernandes. Back post, header comes in, deflects, chance! Oh, and it's saved by David De Gea from Lenny Yoro.
De Gea mantap, De Gea.
Well, David De Gea again has found himself in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he probably just headed it too well, Lenny Yoro. If
Again,
it had
nice.
flicked off the outside of his forehead towards the back post, maybe he wouldn't have saved it. But he's going to be sick of the sight of David De Gea when he's going up for headers, Lenny Yoro, this afternoon.
I'm sick of the sight of David De Gea, and I absolutely love the man. Delo, infield to Mainu. First time ball to Lenny Yoro. Needed a run. Diogo Delo didn't get one immediately. Recycles the ball infield. More changes coming for Fiorentina. Mount. Fernandes. Switch from Bruno Fernandes to find Lenny Yoro.
No.
Diogo Delo
Kasar banget.
struggling with the pass forward from
Pelanggaran ya.
And
Mantap.
which comes in. Will be a Manchester United throw-in, but not until after we've had 3 more changes from Fiorentina. Dodo will make way to be replaced by Fortini. Nicolo Fortini. Second change of these particular three for Fiorentina. We'll see Robin Gosens leave the field. He will be replaced by well, it said 67, but there's no 67 on the team sheet, so it's probably 65 and Fabiano Parisi. And then the next change, difficult when their number's not on the team sheet, but he's looking at me sideways here. The next change sees Fagioli make way to be replaced by Sabiri.
I think we've pulled that off.
I think so. Styled it out. What I can tell you for definite is that Manu Ugarte is coming on. It's a nice easy one, and he's going to replace Mason Mount, who should get a very warm round of applause.
Incredible work rate. And on another day, he will be able to express his quality. He was well marshalled, but his work rate is impeccable. It really is.
Ugarte.
His pressing, his intelligence, his desire to win the ball back.
We'll now see Bruno Fernandes in a more advanced role for the closing 6.5 minutes plus stoppages.
Ugartex.
Below. Looks for Kobe Mainu down the right-hand side. Ball is lifted away. Mainu, though, manages to steal through. Gets that through to Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno.
Sun comes out over M16. Bathes the pitch in sunshine.
Yes, bantu lagi teman-teman yuk.
Matthias de Ligt.
Ini ya. Ini ya.
Diogo Dalot. Manu Ugarte looks to lift that into a channel for Mateus Cunha to run onto the end of.
Bantu like yuk teman-teman.
Again, Manchester United have created opportunities this afternoon. David De Gea has
6 menit lagi teman-teman menuju full time.
Has been pretty well up to all of that. Manchester United
Masih
create
1 sama
5
teman-teman
shots
ya.
on target, and I'm sure that will be one of the positives that Ruben Amorim will want to take away, Ben.
Yeah, I think he'll want more by way of an attacking threat.
Was
Really well, gets himself in the
Shaw.
right position. Ugarte to Yoro.
Awas, astaga Tuhan.
It's those balls I'm
Oh my
talking
god,
about.
awas. Oh.
Well, that's come all the way through to Moise Kean.
Nice.
Offside flag is up.
Offside.
Italian going just a little bit too quickly.
Yeah, but they are the balls that
Offside.
need to be spot on, because if they get intercepted, I mean, he's well offside. There's no two ways
banget
about that.
offside-nya. Yalah.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I think we were anticipating this, but we are going to have a change of goalkeeper, and we're having a change of goalkeeper
Oh, ganti goalkeeper.
to allow David
No.
De Gea his moment.
Standing ovation. Yang gol tadi siapa bang? Siapa? MU apa
David De
Fiorentina?
Gea
Standing ovation untuk
accepts the applause.
David De Gea.
545 appearances for Manchester United. A
Nice,
Premier
Bang De
League
Gea.
winners
Thank
medal,
you.
an FA Cup winners
Untuk
medal,
jasa-jasanya
a League Cup winners medal, a Europa
di
League
Theater of
winners
Dreams.
medal, over 1,000 saves,
Wih, semuanya standing ovation bro.
40 Premier League clean sheets, an Old
Mantap.
Trafford hero,
MU,
and
gol
an
bunuh diri
emotion to
tadi.
match.
Gol bunuh diri tadi siapa, lupa gua namanya. Bunuh diri sama pemain Fiorentina.
Totally well deserved.
David De Gea diganti oleh nomor 30 bernama Tommaso Martinelli.
Some servant for this football
Terima
club,
kasih
some
De
goalkeeper,
Gea untuk jasa-jasanya.
fondly remembered by this Old Trafford crowd.
Yeah, a fitting
Ya,
response
pulang.
from everybody
De Gea udah
here,
keluar.
and rightly so.
Ahmad intercepts.
Drake bantu follow dong, Drake yuk.
Yeah, so it looked like another clear pullback, didn't it?
Namanya tadi siapa ya?
We've been conditioned in our responses to those over the course of this game. Yoro.
Ini Good Munson yang gol dia tadi, namanya Good Munson.
Ahmad back to the Parisian.
Namanya Good Munson, bro.
Does well, uses his body position and a bit of a feint to get himself away from trouble, and he's eventually given the free kick for clearly being hauled backwards.
Teman-teman, bantu like sama bantu subscribe yuk. Kasih 10 yuk, like-nya boleh guys.
While holding players off was very evident there.
Yang di YouTube boleh nih, like-nya 10 nih.
Feint that into the channel. Ahmad charging after it, can't get there. Luke Shaw does just enough to allow that to skip through to Patrick Dorgu.
Oke, kanan tuh kosong tuh.
Maybe Manchester United
Masih
can
Dalot.
fashion something down the right hand side. Delo pulls this back to Ahmad. Ahmad to Yoro, slid through towards Diogo.
Kenceng banget ngopernya, kayak ngesut,
Just too
gila.
far ahead of the Portuguese.
Yeah, maybe just a tad guilty of overplaying there on that far side.
Kocak.
No reason why the ball couldn't come in. I know there's a distinct height
Yuk 2 menit lagi nih, ayolah.
disadvantage for Manchester United in there, but it doesn't have to be played in the air.
21
It can
nih.
be just played into
Nah ini karena
an
De Gea udah nggak,
for Bruno.
apa namanya, De Gea udah nggak main, kita bobol aja udah. Kita nggak tega guys kalau kita bobol gawang De Gea, coy.
Calmly done by Luke Shaw.
Kayak membobol, kayak mengkhianati sahabat. Oh my god. Untung aja. Ngopernya gimana, Heaven? Masih sama, nggak berubah ya. Salah oper mulu. Lihat tuh. Ya ampun.
When he realizes he's in a spot of bother and he gets as tight as he can, he does brilliantly to do just enough to put him off.
Yeah. In the end, it would have had to have been a sensational strike, and that's always the way when you're facing your own goal as a fullback. That you're playing it back invariably with your weaker foot. You have to make sure you get enough on it.
Awas, ngaco.
Great defending from De Ligt.
Fortini's got some decent feet there, and he's caused a couple of problems.
Bagus,
De Ligt sweeps across and tidies up in front of the Italian.
Iya, sih.
Excellent work. Referee brings the game to a close. I thought we might at least have a couple of minutes given all the substitutions that we had. The referee, Sam Barrett, thinks otherwise. And the second half,
full time, teman-teman.
Although it threatened a couple of goals, none actually arrived. 2 goals, both coming in the first half. The opener from a corner dropped over the top of everybody for Simon Sohm to rifle home, right-footed from the edge of the penalty area. Manchester United's equaliser coming again from a corner towards the back post. Lenny Yoro leaning on his opposite number, managing to do just enough to squeeze it into the back post, and Robin Gosens is given the own goal eventually as he took the last touch, and it means that at full time it's Manchester United 1, Fiorentina 1. Ben, what did you make of it?
I thought it was as tough a test as I was anticipating, to be perfectly honest. They're a very good side, very well organised, who've got players that can hurt you, and obviously Simon Sohm, they bought somebody there.
Fans MU, sebagai fans MU sangat tidak puas ya.
So yeah, it was a really,
mainnya
really
kurang
good
lebih
test, I thought.
masih sama dengan MU tahun-tahun kemarin. Aduh, apa ini karena friendly match ya, nggak tahu. Masih suka salah oper-oper. Masih pegang bolanya masih lama. Bermain di belakang berbahaya. Ya, masih sama MU-nya ya. Pajik fans MU sejati, aku juga.
Listen, it's a really good workout. There will still be things that Ruben Amorim will want to talk
Ini
about
kalau
and do
nggak
on
salah
the
nih,
training pitch between now and
ini
next
ya,
Sunday.
perpisahan
But
De Gea
that
kalau
is a
nggak salah.
really, really good test, and I didn't doubt it wouldn't be.
Do we think that Benjamin Šeško
Ini perpisahan De Gea guys
creates a
kalau
bit
nggak
of a
salah sini.
solution to some of those problems that we've seen?
Well, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? Certainly with his,
Kalau gua nggak salah ya,
pace and his ability to run beyond,
kita akan
which
menyaksikan
is something that we didn't really see in the first half, even
ini.
though the gaps were there. And then in the second half,
Apa?
when they started to
Perpisahan
tire a
De Gea,
little
guys.
bit, Bruno Fernandes was making runs, Patrick Dorgu was making runs. I think the fitness element was definitely in Manchester United's favour, but fair play to Fiorentina. I thought they were good
iya,
value
kenapa
for the
Syarif?
point. They worked really hard, made it difficult for United, and that is
Ada
something
apa,
they will have
Syarif?
to get used to in this Premier League season.
Good performances again from the likes of Brian Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha.
Ah, nontonnya dari channel apa? Thank you BG dari satu rosnya, thank you.
They just need a bit more game time
Yeah,
together.
they do. They need some more game
Nontonnya
time.
channel apa? Channel
I
MU
didn't
TV.
think that Matheus Cunha was in the game enough, especially in the first half. But I think when he does get in the ball, you can see that he makes things happen. And Brian Mbeumo, as we've already stated, slightly behind
Bantu lagi
the
teman-teman.
rest of the players in terms of fitness, and that's
Ini
probably
kita mau
why he
menyaksikan,
played,
teman-teman.
those sort of 70-75 minutes this afternoon.
Referee Sam Barrett is having to sort out who's going to take the penalties, which end the penalties are going
Oh,
to be
penalti,
taken from
coy.
all of that jazz.
Ada penaltinya,
So
boy.
whilst we are waiting for that, because of course this is the Snapdragon Cup, we have got to
Lah,
find out
penalti.
if there's who the winner is going to be.
Bukannya perpisahan De Gea
David
langsung.
De Gea from the penalty spot could well end up. In fact, he can't.
Penalti, guys, penalti, guys.
Does that mean he could?
No, he can't take.
Oh,
Once you've been substituted, you can't take one unless they bend the rules, especially for him because of the occasion. But technically, no. Once you've been substituted, you can't nip back on and take a penalty.
Oh, maybe he could nip back on and be in goal.
Well,
that feels
Penalty,
like it
guys.
was misplanned, doesn't it?
probably,
Yeah.
probably.
Got a
What-
penalty shootout, and the guy that's the hometown hero
Penalti, bro,
essentially has
penalti, bro.
been taken off in the last minute for his standing ovation rather than being allowed to save it.
Gila,
Maybe
apakah
a
De
penalty
Gea
at
nih?
the Stretford end.
Lihat ya,
Oh,
kalau
well.
Fiorentina menang karena
Anyway.
De Gea, fix MU
The penalties will be
harus.
taken
Bukan
at the
De Gea
Stretford
kipernya,
end.
coy. Kayaknya sengaja deh,
Manchester
sengaja
United
kasih De
against
Gea deh.
Fiorentina comes down to spot kicks.
Karena satu sisi kalau misalnya Fiorentina menang karena De Gea. Terus satu sisi lagi kalau MU menang, wah bener nih kita udah buang De Gea. Dia nggak bisa menang penalti, nggak bisa tahan penalti.
Yes.
Masuk,
Yeah, he was
masuk
excellent,
akal,
wasn't
masuk akal.
He really was. In what has to be one of the best performances of the season last season.
I agree.
Stand out, that one was.
Penalti teman-teman ya.
Piers from the Manchester United dugout outside Bayern Dia.
Penalti
It will
guys.
be him to face the first penalty. Keane to take the penalty. He's
Sip.
waiting by the spot.
Penalti
We
ya.
had no penalties at all in the summer series in the United States of America. Now, back to Old Trafford, and a winner needs to be found in the Snapdragon Cup.
Sampai kalah ampun dah gua.
Bayern Dia prepares himself.
Ampun guys.
Keane the taker.
Penalti.
Tucks it home. Cheeky penalty.
1-0
from
Fiorentina.
Moise Keane.
Waited for the goalkeeper to move. Just a little
Ini nggak ada
hesitation
skornya ya,
there.
kayaknya. Nggak ada
I
kasih
think
skor
he's
ya.
been quite lively this
Itu tulis
afternoon.
ya.
You know what he was involved. He certainly looks a much all-round better player
Beginiin
than
aja
the
guys
one
ya.
that we saw at Goodison Park for those.
Ada deh, ada.
season or
Ada.
two.
Baru
Well, it
muncul,
wouldn't be
baru
a
muncul.
pre-season game without Bruno Fernandes penalty, would it? Up steps the skipper.
Baru muncul.
And scores for Manchester United. As I keep saying, I'm not sure they're ever in any doubt.
Mantap.
Identical penalty, wasn't it? Just
Mantap De Gea.
accuracy.
De Gea lagi. Bruno, sorry.
Fazzini is next up.
Ayo guys, bantu like teman-teman, bantu follow. Nggak masuk. Enggak masuk.
Bayern Dia, straight for the ends. Playing their part in the pantomime.
Enggak masuk. Aduh, masuk bangke.
2-1.
That's a great penalty. Even though Bayindir's gone the right way, as I always say, it's rare that goalkeepers
Aduh, kiper kedua lagi
dive
ya.
upwards, if you like.
Junha.
And if you've got the courage
Junha, bro,
to be
Junha,
able
bro,
to
Junha,
lift your
Junha,
penalty without fear of putting
Junha,
it over
cuy.
the bar, then there's a good chance that you will score.
Yo.
No,
No, me neither.
no.
Apakah masuk?
I'm not sure I can hit the ball 12 yards.
Although I did win us the Northern
Apakah masuk,
Ireland
teman-teman?
Milk Cup,
Oh, go on then, Thornley.
hitting a penalty into the roof of the net.
Oke, Junha.
Mateus Cunha for Manchester United.
Junha.
Rolls it home. That's another cheeky penalty.
Yeah.
2-2.
Entertaining from the Brazilian. Next up,
Mantul.
Nicolo Fortini. Oh no, I'm lying to you. It is Sabiri.
Yeah.
Apakah
Sorry, that's not
masuk ini?
sticky
Siapa yang namanya? Gue nggak tahu ya.
That was a semi-final that went to
17.
penalties of the Milk Cup.
Apakah masuk dia?
Before people start.
Text him in.
Gak masuk, teman-teman.
Like they did with the offside chat earlier. Look, we don't actually want the answers on a post.
No.
I was only joking.
I was wrong anyway.
Neither of us were right. Here comes Sabiri.
Enggak. Aduh, masuk lagi.
It's home. That is a good penalty. Low,
No.
hard left.
Yeah.
3-2.
Really good disguise, and he's run up. And he just whips it into that bottom corner, much like Bruno, but with
Thank you,
a little
udah
bit more
like.
pace, actually.
Bantu follow teman-teman.
Diogo Dalot next up for the Reds.
Aduh, Dalot kurang yakin, bro.
Signature tape around that left wrist.
Kurang yakin.
Comes the third Portuguese speaker in a
Dalot.
row to take a penalty.
Kurang yakin Dalot. Masuk kah?
Big strides backwards.
Dalot, let's go. Dalot.
Manchester United strikes it straight down the middle. Hits it hard enough. Always going to be tricky.
Mantap, bro. Oke, 3-3 teman-teman ya.
I mean, 9 out of 10 goalkeepers will dive and pick a side, one side or the other.
3-3 guys.
So if you're brave enough to go straight down the
3-3
middle
brother.
and hope that he doesn't stay where he is, then the likelihood is that you will score.
Guys, bantu follow teman-teman.
Andor.
Oke, apakah masuk ini?
Up against Altay Bayindir.
Tahan.
Bayindir stretching, can't reach it.
Nyaris tadi.
And perfect penalties so far, Ben.
Yeah, we've
Nyaris,
seen
nyaris.
7 excellent penalties. And the reason why they're excellent is because they've all gone in.
Wah,
But I have
tipis
to
banget tangannya
say,
itu.
neither goalkeeper has gotten close to
Tapi
any
nama
of them.
kiper kita lupa. Bayindir. Astaga.
The diminutive Ivorian Ahmad
Bayindir, bro.
strides to the penalty spot at the Stretford end of Old Trafford. Small in frame, big in character, Ahmad.
Amat. Aduh, bocil amat
Very
ya.
popular part of this Manchester United dressing room.
And his energy levels are
Great.
off the chart, like Bruno.
Kita lihat amat.
Unique run-up from Ahmad, that's for certain. Oh, he digs it. He Panenkes it.
Bocil amat.
I mean, that's
Dua.
the cheekiest of all the cheeky penalties.
Tendangannya dengan
When you talk
santai ya.
about bravery,
Panen
going
kah dia,
high
bro?
or going down the middle, I mean,
Sah.
that is
Gokil.
outrageous. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Belajar dari mana? Amat nih,
Just take-
tengil. Tengil belajar dari mana nih Amat
Like I
ya?
said, this is the time that you try it.
Tengil ya.
Would he do that in an FA Cup semi-final?
Tengil banget
I
ya.
doubt it.
Maybe he would now.
Well,
Apakah masuk teman-teman?
if he got the same outcome,
Masuk kah?
Parisi against Bayindir.
Woi.
It's a big save, Altay Bayindir. Gets us the right way, gets something on it. Keeps it out.
Bayindir, let's go.
because I could see he was stepping up
Mantap.
left-footed, and he saves it with his feet, Bayindir.
Wah,
That's what I'm
Weh,
saying.
segini
You
dia.
pick a side as a goalkeeper, and sometimes
siap,
you
siap,
get
siap,
lucky.
Bayindir, siap.
And Covey Mainoo
Siap,
can now win
Bayindir.
this for Manchester United. I hope he does.
Udah ya, udah tengil ya.
Cup on the line.
Yeah,
Maino.
Because you don't want to see any more penalties.
Yeah.
Maino.
Just checking that.
Apakah
I
masuk?
hope he does because we all love Covey Mainoo at
Yeah.
the Stretford end for Manchester United. Snapdragon Cup on the line.
Salah pencet.
Mainoo.
MU memenangkan pertandingan teman-teman ya. Skor 5-4. Aduh loh.
Yeah, it was. Listen, you can tell that they've obviously been practicing somewhere along the line because
Mantap.
Manchester United spot kicks. Did the goalkeeper get anywhere near? And listen, it only takes one, and I'd Binder saved it, and Kobe Mainu steps up and catches on the winner. Great penalties.
Nice. Ini pelatih Fiorentina kayak kenal ya? Kayak kenal ya pelatih Fiorentina ini? Siapa sih pelatihnya? Lupa gua. Gen Z Property memberikan live, thank you ya Gen Z Property. Sip. Glory Man United.
Mason Mount encounter was
fascinating.
And listen,
Let's go Matsi.
During the course of the season, and this was as good a test as they could have had before going into that game
nyanyi
next
ntar
week.
copyright ya teman-teman ya. United and let's go Matsi. Menang bang, menang mana bang, menang bro. Menang MU coy. Menang ini adu penalti.
Today, he will have seen things, some of the things he won't like, but he will have seen more of the things that he has liked during this pre-season.
Adu penalti coy.
Yeah, and those things are about making sure that his players are all working together, doing the things that he wants them to do, but also those relationships inside the
menang menang adu penalti.
and off the pitch, and we definitely saw that today. We saw that across the park where players starting to have a better understanding
Bantu follow yuk,
of where
strangers.
their colleagues are going to be at any point during the night.
Di YouTube juga boleh di YouTube bantu subscribe Vincent Felix.
We bought some excellent players with another one to come in. So Manchester United, I'll have the focus on.
Kita tulis nih.
Winning the league. Everybody's going to set out with the intention of winning the league. But just to make sure that gap is bridged significantly, that we are challenging again and we're up there.
I think the main target probably has to be go out and win the league, doesn't it? And I'm not sure you can go, our target is to only finish third.
Menang mana bang? Menang ini. Menang ini.
No, that is what they'll all want to hope to do.
Tulis no.
It's going to be very difficult, but there's no reason why they can't. Listen, nobody said that Leicester were going to win the league when they.
Kayaknya sekarang ini kita nonton perpisahan Liga ya kalau nggak salah ya. Udah tadi gue belum lihat ada perpisahan Liga belum ada. Katanya mau ada perpisahan katanya.
You're absolutely right. I think what Ruben Amorim actually does is go, I want to win every game of football that is put in front of me, and you know, come the end of the season, we'll see where we're at.
Yeah.
And as long as that is a vast improvement on last season, they'll be happy.
Ih, suka banget kayak gini loh, TikTok loh.
Obviously, there is a little bit of silverware on the line today, pre-season silverware. Manchester United have had 2 opportunities to win pre-season silverware and have taken both of those. So, Premier League Summer Series champion, and now Snapdragon Cup champions 2025. Bruno Fernandes holds on to the trophy and takes it back to his teammates. Polite round of applause from everybody. And look, you can't win anything really in pre-season, but if there's something on the line to win, you want to make sure that you do.
Lagi, coy.
It's a good habit to get into. All right, the trophies don't mean that much to the players, nowhere near as much as if they won
Setiap rame kayak gini mulu deh.
a league, a Premier League medal, a Champions League, whatever. But it's not the winning of the trophy. It's the getting into the habit of winning football matches. And And not only that, but getting that feeling
Gak tau kenapa
within the
TikTok ya
dressing
kayak gini
room
ya.
of
Benci banget gua.
what it means and what it feels like to win games.
Photo opportunity being taken by this Manchester United squad. I think also a nice warm-up event this for the crowd here at Old Trafford. They've had the opportunity to see a couple of the new signings and what they're about before we hit the ground
Jelas
running
banget,
next
TikTok,
weekend.
kampret.
And that's nice for them too, to understand what those players are going to be about as we go through this season.
Yeah, they will know anyway because of Brian Vermo and Matheus Cunha, what they've seen of them over the last couple of seasons in the Premier League, and as real proven quality Premier League players that can make a difference to any team, and they will do to Manchester United, maybe at different times, maybe both together, but these are the type of players that you need and what these fans want to see at Manchester United.
Players make their way around Old Trafford to say thank you to the fans that have come out. A really good crowd.
Lah, habis coy. No. Habis kah? Habis kah, guys?
Than
Habis.
it
Oh,
has done.
enggak.
It doesn't feel as, you know, sort of pie in the sky as it has done. This actually feels real. That we are Ruben Amorim has, with the help of Ineos, have accumulated a squad that can actually challenge for things.
Yeah, we've banged on, haven't we, for weeks now about a cultural reset and it feeling really, really positive and everybody sort of being part of this one team pulling in the same direction. But that feeling is very definitely there. You can see it now. You've had the opportunity here at Old Trafford to see it again. That's not just something that was in America. They brought it back here and it feels exactly the same again. And you've just got to hope that they can
Cepet
use
banget
it,
di
harness
update
it, and take it.
gol-golnya ya.
Yeah, and
Udah ada
I'm
di
sure
ini.
that they will. I'm sure that they will. You know, we've seen firsthand what unity Ruben Amorim and his coaching staff have brought to this group of players, and they will continue to do that. And I think that the way that he's led by example, the manager, is being translated onto the field of play. Okay, you know, we hope that Manchester United will put in, you know, more
Mana ini katanya mau ada perpisahan Liga ya? Bacot doang kah?
Also very different opposition, isn't it, Fiorentina? So yeah, Ben, thank you very much indeed. As always, it's finished one apiece, but Manchester United have won on penalties.
Untung menang ya.
With you after the break.
Oh, udah habis guys. Kayaknya nggak ada deh. Tempat terpisah ya. Oke teman-teman, mungkin segitu saja dulu live kita kali ini. Terima kasih sudah mau nonton teman-teman di TikTok dan juga teman-teman di YouTube. Silahkan di subscribe ataupun di like, komen juga boleh ya. Kalau yang YouTube, yang di TikTok boleh langsung di follow teman-teman. Ntar gue update konten lagi ya. Udah kemana mau update konten tapi nggak jadi-jadi. Ntar gue update konten deh, terus kita live bola, main game lah banyak. Tunggu teman-teman yang menonton sekali lagi. Terima kasih warga TikTok, warga YouTube juga terima kasih. Silahkan like, komen, dan subscribe. Yang di TikTok silahkan follow. Bye bye guys. Terima kasih. Ini TikTok. Aduh, belum ngerti gue nih. Kenapa bisa kayak gini nih? Kenapa batasan mulu dah? Kalau gue nggak mau ngapain. Bye bye guys teman-teman TikTok. Bye bye. Thank you. Teman-teman YouTube, terima kasih udah menonton ya. Sudah selesai teman-teman ininya bola. MU menang dari penalti tadi 5-4. Tendangan terakhir Fiorentina di tepis sama kiper MU. Kipernya Bayindir. Ingin teman-teman ya. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Kita mau live di football habis ini. Bye bye teman-teman YouTube. Terima kasih sudah menonton. Dadah.